ตอนนี้เนี่ยผลตรวจชิ้นเนื้อไตของคุณศศินาออกแล้วก็เรียกง่ายๆว่าไตวายค่ะ
ไตวายมันเกิดขึ้นได้ยังไงครับไอร่ายังอายุน้อยอยู่เลย
ดีขึ้นแล้วด้วยมากลับบ้านกันไหม
หมอยังไม่อนุญาตให้กลับ
บอกความจริงไอล่ามาเถอะค่ะ
หมอบอกว่าไอร่าเป็นโรคไตอักเสบค่ะมีผู้บริจาคไต
ผลตรวจ
ตะวันสามารถบริจาคไตให้ไอล่าได้ค่ะแต่ต้องไปผ่าตัดที่เมืองนอกตะวันอยากจะขออนุญาตคุณธนาตะวันจะเซ็นใบหย่าไว้ก่อนและหลังจากการผ่าตัดสำเร็จตะวันจะหายไปจากชีวิตของไอล่าทันที
The day begins with the soft sunlight pouring through the curtains, a golden light that dances across the room and gently caresses Ayla's face.
ไอร่าถึงแล้วเหรอเป็นไงบ้างคนเก่งของพี่
สงสัยนอนน้อยไปแน่เลยอะ
It bathes her in warmth, yet beneath the tender glow lies a chill she cannot shake.
บอกความจริงไอล่ามาเถอะค่ะ
หมอบอกว่าไอร่าเป็นโรคไตอักเสบค่ะและตอนนี้ทำงานได้ไม่ค่อยดี
Her skin feels colder, her breathing softer, as though her strength is slowly slipping away with each sunrise. Still, when she opens her eyes and turns towards Tawan, she greets her with the same bright, radiant smile that has always defined her.
ไม่ต้องตกใจนะจะผ่านมันไปด้วยกันนะพี่จะคอยอยู่เคียงข้างไอล่าเสมอ
อยู่แล้วอะ
กินอีกสักนิดนึงนะ
But behind that smile, behind the curve of her lips, and the sparkle in her gaze, there lingers a quiet sorrow, a heaviness that words cannot disguise. Tawan notices it immediately.
เลี้ยงง่าย
อยากกลับบ้านอะ
เดี๋ยวจะไปถามหมอให้นะว่าไอล่าจะได้กลับวันไหน
She always does. She can see how much Ayla tries to hide the weariness creeping into her bones, how she laughs to mask the tremor in her voice, pretending that everything is fine when both of them know it isn't.
ไงคนเก่งเพราะป่วยแค่นี้เองขาย
เป็นไงมั่งพักผ่อนให้เยอะๆสุขภาพต้องมาก่อน
Tawan's heart aches with helplessness. She wishes she could stop time, freeze the world in that golden morning light.
ขอบคุณท่านประธานนะคะที่เข้าใจแล้วก็ให้โอกาสไอล่าค่ะไอล่ารักการร้องเพลงน้องก็คงไม่อยากให้แฟนคลับเป็นห่วง
Where Ayla still smiles, still breathes, still belongs to the present. But time has no mercy. It keeps moving forward, dragging them towards truth neither of them wants to face.
ไตของคุณธนาไม่สามารถเข้าได้กับไตของคุณศศินาค่ะ
จริงๆเหรอไอล่า
ขอให้ไอล่าได้บอกความจริงกับพวกเขาด้วยตัวเองเถอะนะคะ
Ayla, however, has already made her choice. Despite the warnings of her doctors, despite the fear in Tawan's eyes and the pleading tone in every word she speaks, Ayla insists on doing what she loves one last time. She wants to sing, not for fame, not for a career, but for love and gratitude, for the people who have listened to her music, who have carried her songs through their own moments of joy and pain. This is her farewell, a final gentle offering of herself to the world. Tawan can hardly bear it. Her voice trembles as she pleads softly, almost in a whisper. You don't have to prove anything, Ayla. You've given enough. You've already done more than anyone could ever ask. But Ayla only smiles, calm, resolute, and heartbreaking serene. There's peace in her eyes, the kind that comes from acceptance. If this is all I have left, she says, her tone delicate but unwavering, then let me give it with all my heart. Don't stop me from saying goodbye in my own way.
จริงๆแล้ว ไอล่าป่วยมากกว่าที่ค่ายแจ้งเอาไว้ ไอล่าป่วยเป็นโรคไตอักเสบค่ะ ไอล่าต้องฟอกไตอยู่ตลอดจนทำให้ตอนนี้ ชีวิตไอล่าไม่เหมือนเดิมอีกแล้วค่ะ
Her words hang in the air, fragile and powerful at once, and Tama knows she cannot argue with them. Love, after all, is not about holding on. Sometimes it's about letting go. The night of the concert arrives, heavy with emotion and anticipation. Outside the venue, thousands of fans gather, their cheers echoing like a tide of devotion. The lights shimmer like constellations above the crowd, painting the darkness with hope and excitement. Backstage, Tawan stands quietly in the corner, her heart pounding as she watches Ayla prepare. Every gesture, every glance feels sacred now. The way Ayla adjusts her microphone, the way she takes a deep breath before stepping out into the light. Tawan's pride and fear intertwine until she can hardly tell one from the other. When Ayla steps onto the stage, the world seems to stop. The spotlight embraces her like an old friend, and as the first notes leave her lips, her voice fills the air, soft, pure, trembling with emotions. It's as if every lyric is a confession, every verse a piece of her soul laid bare before those who love her. The audience sways, entranced, unaware that what they are witnessing is both a performance and a farewell. Tawan feels tears welling up as she watches from the shadows, torn between awe and dread. Then in a single fragile moment, everything changes. Ayo's voice falters. The microphone slips from her hand. Her knees buckle beneath her. A collective gasp ripples through the crowd as she begins to fall. But before she hits the ground, Tawan is already running, pushing through the blinding lights and deafening silence to catch her. The world narrows to that single heartbeat. Ayla in her arms and the stage bathed in quiet, and the crowd frozen in disbelief. The music fades, and all that remains is the desperate rhythm of Tawan's heart pounding against the weight of fear. At the hospital, time loses meaning. The sterile white walls and the faint beeping of machines before their new world, a place suspended between hope and goodbye. Tawan sits beside Ayla's bed, her fingers tightly interlaced with hers, as though her touch alone could anchor Ayla's fading strength. She whispers between tears words meant more for herself than anyone else. Promises to stay, to protect, to love her no matter what happens next. Each word trembles, soaked in love and desperation. But outside that quiet room, the world remains merciless. News of Ayla's collapse spreads like wildfire. Social media fills with rumors, journalists retwist the story, and soon whispers of blame find their way to their families. The old conflict between their fathers reignites, burning brighter than before, threatening to destroy what fragile peace they had managed to build. The love that once united them now stands on the edge of chaos. And yet for Tawan, none of it matters. The noise of the world fades when she looks at Ayla, pale, fragile, but still breathing, still fighting. She brushes a stray lock of hair from Ayla's face and whispers, her voice breaking, "Even if everything falls apart, even if the world turns against us, I'll still be here, only you." The episode ends quietly. The screen fades to black as Tawan's trembling whisper echoes through the silence, but of unwavering devotion, a love caught between hope and goodbye, bound not by time, but by the promise of a heart that refuses to let go.
Want more queer content? Then please subscribe and hit the notification bell.